The international cricket calendar is filled with tours where countries visit each other in a cycle. Every major team has an opportunity to host and visit. However, in the recent decades, this has not been the case for two major cricketing nations, India and Pakistan. With both teams supposed to play against each other in this year's edition of the World Cup, we figured why not explore the reason behind why these teams only lock heads during big ICC tournaments. In this video, we're going to take a look at why the biggest rivalry in cricket has been the least played out one in the past decade. Welcome to another episode of Cricket Exposé. If you enjoy our videos, hit that like button and subscribe for future content. Also, don't forget to press the bell icon. India and Pakistan are one of the biggest rivals when it comes to cricket, and it's not selling it short when you say that it draws one of the biggest audiences whenever they play each other. To give an example, when India and Pakistan played in the World Cup opener in 2015, about 1 billion people tuned in. This is one of the biggest audiences to tune in for a cricket event or any sporting event for that matter. When the fixture for India and Pakistan was announced for June of this year, the tickets were sold out within 48 hours. India and Pakistan have not played a test match against each other since 2007, and meanwhile 6 tours to Pakistan have been cancelled by the BCCI. This is crippling for the Pakistan Cricket Board, as BCCI is one of the biggest cash cows when it comes to cricket, and the Pakistan Cricket Board has bellowed loss in revenue due to the cancelled tours. Their head-to-head record is pretty noteworthy, and Pakistan do have a better record than to India's. They have a lead in the ODI and Test sections, which will disturb the Indian fans, especially now that India seems to be the better team and have lost the opportunity to close the gap. Although the Indian team has dominated Pakistan as of recent, their clash always brings a different kind of energy and pressure. Pakistan have done well in developing a premier lineup of bowlers over the years, whereas India has always dominated in grooming world-class batsmen. Every match played between the two nations, no matter their ranking, was closer than anyone could predict, and with their rivalry so fierce, anyone can come up on any given day. The reason why India does not play with Pakistan anymore is because the Indian government has disallowed it. Due to political tensions between the two countries and other differences, the stance that the Indian government has taken is that Pakistan government sponsors terrorism, of which the casualties have sometimes been Indians. As long as there are homegrown terrorists without resistance from the Pakistan government, the Indian government will not give permission to its cricketers to tour Pakistan or any other neutral venue. The tension was higher than ever in the past few months, with the armies of both countries butted heads along the borders of Kashmir. This resulted in many of the casual cricketing fans from both countries calling to cancel the World Cup encounter between the two nations. Cricket has always been a way for diplomacy for the countries involved, where heads of state would come to watch the games played. India is not the only country that refused to play in Pakistan. Since the 2009 terrorist attack on the Sri Lankan cricket team, other teams have refused to tour Pakistan. This has damaged the reputation of Pakistan cricket, and starving their fans of games being played locally has led to growing angst. Pakistan has deflected this issue by leasing home status in the UAE and hosting many other cricketing nations, as well as their own T20 tournament, PSL. Pakistan is still a hotbed for talent, but the lack of a home venue for international matches will still hinder the growth of cricket, even in a cricket-crazy nation like Pakistan. The players themselves have no issues playing against each other and are very friendly with each other, as can be seen from recent interviews.
A very anticipated match, but we keep saying this again and again. If you ask the players, it's very different from how the fans look at the game compared to how the players played.
My answer also the same.
The players do not approach the match any differently to how they would other games. However, the runs scored and the wickets taken mean more to the players when scored against this particular opponent. And the BCCI has stated that they don't mind arranging tours as long as the Indian government gives them permission. So the hope is that if the tensions ease in the near future, we can once again enjoy cricketing rivalry at its best in all its glory. Although there are political differences between the two countries, it should not affect whether a sport should be played. In fact, cricket is one of the few sports that can transcend the label of a sport and can work towards developing better diplomatic relations between the teams concerned. Regardless, the cricketing world looks forward to the rivals meeting once again, and the Pakistani cricket team would like to improve on a losing record against the Indians in the World Cup. Emotions will run high again, and the winner will keep the bragging rights for the next few months. Although the BCCI and PCB are losing money not playing against each other, the ICC will rake in the ratings as the long-awaited clash will happen in the marquee tournament.